Now, the ownership of the disputed Mavoko land is not contested. The management of the East African Portland Cement has given contradicting statements as to who ordered the evictions by way of demolitions and whether a notice of vacation was given to the affected occupants. The management, on one hand, claimed not to know who was behind the evictions and later went to assert that the evictions were facilitated by Portland Cement and the national government. And as NTV's Sydney Chazima now reports, the DCI has commenced investigations into the matter, summoning Mavoko MP Patrick Makau, leadership of the Aimi Malukenya Society, among others.
As victims of the Mavoko demolitions continue to salvage whatever remains of their once majestic homes. In its bid to clear the air over the ongoing demolitions in Mavoko, the management of the East African Portland Cement Company came out to give a statement. But it turns out bits of the statement were disjointed and conflicting. First was the question on who exactly ordered the evictions by way of demolitions. The company's board chair, Robert Mbivi, intended to deflect.
The one who has ordered eviction of the squatters / the invaders is not contained in my statement, and therefore I'm not ready to answer that question.
When pressed further, Mbivi obliged to the pressure, going even as close as mentioning the amount used to facilitate the demolitions.
Yes, we facilitated that demolition in partnership with the government. We ourselves from East African Portland and the government effected the eviction.
How much?
That one
It is ongoing.
It is ongoing, so we will give you consolidated amount as the exercise comes to a halt.
Despite the court ruling that the land squarely belonged to the EAPC and not the Aimi Malukenya Society, affected occupants of the land claimed that no notice of eviction was served to them, and despite complaining about the inhumane nature of the demolitions, the EAPC management deemed it fit.
The eviction has been carried out in the manner in which the government deemed necessary to do. According to this statement, they had been given several notices to vacate the land.
In his statement last week, President William Ruto expressed the government's desire to use the reclaimed land to expand the EPZ zone. EAPC's board chair could not detail the magnitude of the expansion and when it was bound to start.
Whether urgent or not urgent, when you are occupying an illegal land, you go. And the owner will decide what to do with the land.
The President said they are planning to expand the EPZ.
So you know the answer. Yeah, I think you know the answer.
The company will decide what to do.
The company will decide what to do with the land, including the EPZ, what you had.
This was only that, it's not timely.
Meanwhile, Azimio leader Raila Odinga, Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka, and a host of other leaders from the coalition were barred from accessing the site of the demolitions.
Without compensation, those who have lost homes will certainly never be able to rebuild. People have suffered here because of failure of the state to control speculation in land, housing, and property.
The DCI has stated that it will commence investigations into the matter, with several individuals lined up to help in the investigation, including Mavoko MP Patrick Makau and the leadership of the Aimi Malukenya Society, led by the CEO Julius Mutua. And on Thursday, the Environment and Land Court in Machakos is expected to issue a ruling on whether the demolitions should be stopped or not. Sydney Chazima, NTV.